Discipline doesn't usually announce itself. It doesn't arrive with a burst of motivation or excitement. Most of the time, it shows up quietly, on the days you don't feel like showing up at all. This is the story of Ryan. Ryan didn't lack dreams. He lacked consistency. He had exciting ideas, plans he believed in, and goals he spoke about with confidence. But his life never seemed to reflect any of them. Some days, Ryan felt completely unstoppable. He'd wake up early, full of energy, convinced that this time things would be different. He'd make detailed plans, write out his lists, and promise himself he was finally serious. And for a few days, he was. But then, just as quickly as it came, the motivation would fade. He'd skip one day, then another. Soon, the new routine disappeared entirely, and everything went right back to how it was before. Ryan hated this cycle. He kept telling himself he just needed more motivation, more inspiration, or the perfect moment to start again. But the right moment never stayed for long. Over time, that initial excitement was replaced by a deep sense of frustration. Ryan started feeling incredibly disappointed in himself. Not because he failed once, but because he kept failing in the exact same way, every single time. He had plenty of proof that he could start. He just had no proof that he could continue. Late at night, Ryan would scroll through videos and posts of people who seemed so disciplined. They woke up early without fail. They stayed consistent with their goals. They achieved what they worked for. Ryan would sit there and wonder, what did they have that he didn't? Was it some kind of special talent? A stronger willpower? Was he just missing a key ingredient that everyone else seemed to have? One evening, Ryan found himself talking with his uncle, a quiet man who lived a simple but steady life. Ryan finally admitted his frustration. "I know exactly what I should be doing," he said. "I just can't seem to stick with it." His uncle listened patiently, without interrupting. When Ryan finished, his uncle said something that stayed with him long after their conversation. "Discipline isn't about forcing yourself," he said. "It's about deciding once instead of deciding every single day." Ryan didn't fully understand it at first, but he thought about it later that night. He realized just how much energy he spent every day debating with himself. Should I do it today? Do I really feel like it? Can this just wait until tomorrow? Every single task became a negotiation. And most of those negotiations ended with him delaying it, again and again. He saw the pattern so clearly now. Motivation made him start, but a lack of discipline always made him stop. So the next morning, Ryan tried something different. He didn't wait to feel motivated. He didn't try to hype himself up or feel ready. He simply followed one rule he had set the night before. No thinking, no debate, just action. It felt uncomfortable. There was no excitement, no rush of adrenaline. It was just pure effort. But he noticed something important. Once he actually started, the resistance began to fade. Not completely, but just enough to keep going. Ryan kept it small. He didn't aim for perfection. He aimed for consistency. Even on days when his energy was at its lowest, he made sure to show up in the smallest way possible. And that one simple shift changed everything. Days turned into weeks. Ryan still had bad days. He still felt tired some mornings. But something new started to appear in his life. Trust. He started trusting himself again. Not because he suddenly felt more confident, but because he was finally keeping the promises he made to himself. Ryan realized something incredibly powerful. Discipline wasn't a punishment. It was freedom. It was freedom from constantly having to restart. Freedom from the guilt of another failed attempt. Freedom from relying on feelings that came and went like the weather. With discipline, his progress no longer depended on his mood. It depended on his commitment. And unlike his mood, his commitment stayed. Ryan also noticed another change. His confidence started to grow, quietly. It wasn't just coming from his successes, but from his consistency. Every small action he took reinforced a new belief. I do what I say I'll do. That belief became stronger and more reliable than motivation ever was. Because motivation was temporary, but discipline was reliable. Here's the lesson that Ryan learned, the one that truly changed his life. Discipline matters because it's what carries you when your motivation disappears. It's what keeps your life moving forward even when your feelings don't want to cooperate. You don't need to feel inspired to act. You need to act to create inspiration. So if you're struggling to stay consistent right now, don't ask yourself how to feel motivated again. Ask yourself this instead. What is the one decision I can make right now so I don't have to keep deciding every single day? Discipline doesn't demand intensity. It just asks for commitment. Small actions repeated daily. Over time, those small actions become your identity. You don't become disciplined overnight. You become disciplined by showing up when it's boring, when it's uncomfortable, and when it's quiet. If this story resonated with you, take a moment to like the video so it can reach someone else who keeps starting over. Share it with a friend who's waiting for motivation to return. And in the comments, I'd love to know, what is one small habit you want to stay consistent with? Remember, discipline isn't about being hard on yourself. It's about respecting your future enough to show up today. Thanks for watching.